Hello there and welcome, gentle viewers. This is Nick from Essence of Game, and this is my playthrough of the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth demo. Yes, Final Fantasy VII, probably my favorite game of all time. And we're finally going to get our hands on it and get to play it a little bit. This is the first demo. I think there is a second one planned for the 21st of February. This game doesn't need an introduction. You all know how magnificent it is. Let's get started.
Alright then. Seeing as we've got the time, wanna tell the rest of us about you and your buddy Sephiroth?
Sure. If Tifa doesn't mind.
Me? Yeah, no problem. It's cool.
It all started 5 years ago. I was 16 at the time. There was hardly any work for soldiers back then, and what little there was boring as hell. My heart wasn't in it. Then, out of nowhere, the job of a lifetime came up. A mission with Sephiroth. I couldn't believe my luck.
It's a beautiful cinematic opening. I love the camera work already. The storytelling in these games is just wonderful.
It's really coming down, huh? Hey man, feeling any better? I'm good. Sure don't look it. Wish I could help, but never been motion sick. Sorry, man. Ready to do this?
Yeah, you bet.
Hey, rein it in.
Sorry. No can do.
Kids.
Say, I'd like to be briefed on the mission at some point. Because if it's another one of those Turks gigs, you can let me off right here.
Really?
Finally make first. What do? Call a ceasefire with Wu-Tai, stealing my shot at glory. I didn't join Soldier to be an errand boy. I joined up so I could be a hero, like you.
Well, our mission is to survey a rundown reactor. Another one of those Turks gigs.
Fine. Job's a job, I guess. Where is it?
Nibelheim.
Nibelheim? That's where I grew up.
Got some fiends at R12!
Let's go.
Not the green dragon I was expecting.
You take one, I'll take the other. Wait in the truck.
No way! I got this!
And straight into the combat.
Hold still.
We just got to play as Sephiroth.
He was in a different league from the rest of us.
Bit of foreshadowing there with the way Sephiroth turned. We're going to see that turn again.
Nibelheim. That's where they built the first reactor. Right?
Yeah. It all started in the fall. Something was wrong with the reactor, and the whole village was up in arms. Talk of strange new monsters on the mountain only made things worse. People were scared, desperate.
The villagers tried to take care of the monsters themselves, but it was no good. Ended up calling Shinra. So the company sent help. Best they had.
Glorified exterminators, soldier. Ah, Nibelheim. They've done a beautiful job. It's the morning after.
Home sweet home, right? Tell me, how does it feel? I have no home, so I wouldn't know.
You still got parents though, right?
A mother named Jenova. She died shortly after I was born. My father...
Whoa there! Jenova? Like from the Shinra building?
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm getting to that.
It's complicated.
Why am I talking about this? Come on, let's go.
Hope I didn't keep you waiting. I'm Xander, the mayor here.
He's new.
I wanted to greet you myself, to welcome you to our humble little town. Please, if you'll follow me.
Consider yourself off duty till sundown.
Okay, so they're just they're introducing the new traversal system that's in Rebirth that we didn't really see in Remake, so Cloud can now climb over things, which should be very interesting to test out. That little exchange with Sephiroth was almost word for word from the original Final Fantasy VII, so they've kept the dialogue very, very similar. So, this is where Cloud grew up.
Backwater is an understatement. Don't blame you for getting the hell out of here. They got anything worth eating?
So, any friends here you want to see? Maybe a girlfriend? Speaking of which, I'll bet you're dying to hear about mine. Am I right?
Not really. That's what Cloud would say. So yes, Nibelheim is a very remote, small village in the Nibel Mountains.
How's it going over there? You done yet?
Just a bit more.
Whoa! Can you show us some magic?
I can't tell you how happy I am to see you here.
I really like that in the Final Fantasy Remake project that you don't need to talk to the NPCs. They kind of just say their dialogue for you. It's very convenient. And just so you guys know, I've actually played with the settings a little bit. I've gotten rid of a lot of...
Can you show us some magic?
We'll move over here.
So you're who they sent to survey the reactor. We're so glad you're here. These fiends truly have us at our wits' end.
I have altered the settings to get rid of a lot of the HUD elements that I didn't like, so we can keep that cinematic feel, because the production is so cinematic.
It's a good thing those soldiers are here. Now we can rest easy.
What a relief! Must have been quite the trek.
So this whole area is new to Rebirth. This was not in the original at all. So we can see here that they're kind of emphasizing that remoteness, like it's a farming village. We've got chickens running around there. Cute little doggy.
Hey, don't run away from me!
Well, I'll be. Cloud, look at you, a man grown.
Of course, some people recognize our Cloud.
She's trying to help me round up food for dinner. But at this rate, we'll be out here all night.
Thank you for coming all this way. It means the world to us.
So Soldier is perceived as like these like superstars almost.
Tell me, please!
And anyone who lives in Midgar, really. It's this enchanted technological city.
Wow, 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 he's a good boy who never stops. Keeping our city safe. Are you super strong?
Oh, how cute the dog's following us around.
Oh, hey there. You boys are gonna be well stocked for your trip up the mountain. Believe you me, it'll be a right feast.
Oh my god. Go out, out. The Shinra soldiers are... You've got so much courage and... Hey, wow. Like a famous person? Strong.
So we can see that the city has taken the monster crisis into their own hands. There's a lot of guards posted with a lot of heavy weaponry around.
No fiends are gonna get past me.
Don't you?
Gonna be...
You guys need anything? You guys are ready for your hike up the mountain tomorrow.
Keep your wits about you, people. Beware of fiends.
Good luck out there.
Oh, Cloud has a slightly new stairway climbing animation. Interesting. I mean, that looks lovely, that sort of setting sun against the mountains. They did a beautiful job.
Midgar wishes its water tasted as fresh as ours.
The Mako pipeline's a lifesaver. I'd never be able to get all this done without it.
I'd wager soldiers eat more than your average Joe.
High protein diet is my theory. Lots of mega potions, fantastic.
Nothing to report here, sir.
I actually really like that they've made Nibelheim feel so much bigger. It's a little unbelievable that there would be like 5 houses in the town square. And a far bigger population than there was in the original, obviously. And even in Crisis Core. Yes, Sephiroth is a very famous war hero, particularly for his, how valiant he was during the Wutai War when Midgar fought the Wutai army. The last resistance, really, to their monopoly on the world. I love the amount of little details in the set. The little lantern, the jars, the resources.
Don't worry, we'll get your stuff where it needs to be. I guess you're not allowed to tell us what's inside all these, huh?
Really beautifully peppered. Ah, the water tower where the famous promise was made to Tifa. It looks beautiful. Okay, so that's the inn where the story will continue. So Sephiroth's gone ahead, probably to get away from the adoring crowds.
Our village is truly in your debt.
Man, why didn't I enlist like everyone else when I had the chance?
Let's check out the general store.
Ah, Shinra's here, I see. Thank you for coming.
You're Shinra? Shinra?
Oh, whoops! I didn't recognize you, Cloud. How you've grown. I must say, you look dashing in that uniform.
You're so cool. You're so cool.
He's come back a celebrity.
I gotta catch a glimpse of Sephiroth.
Okay, we can't buy anything, but again, it's a lovely little... It's a very detailed little store. I'm so impressed. The music has been done so well, guys. This track is called Anxious Heart. It plays a lot in the original Final Fantasy VII, and it's just right.
Thank goodness Shinra's here. We're safe. Now I can go back to hanging my laundry outside without worrying about a monster stealing it.
Bet you wouldn't mind if the survey team had to come and drive them off.
Monsters stealing laundry, huh? They must be pretty intense. Alright, so this here was Cloud's house in the original, and I'm assuming that it still is because it's got that little mission diamond on it. And the one to the right is actually Tifa's house. Tifa and Cloud were neighbors. Let's pay a visit to Cloud's mother. We saw flashbacks of her in 7 Remake.
Can I touch it?
Then I stop at my mom's. Not that it matters.
Sure it does. I know I want to hear what happened.
Me too.
Yeah. Go on.
I mean, we're all curious to see what Cloud's relationship was with his mother, so oh, we can actually pick. Okay, let's go for it.
My dad died when I was a kid. So after I left for Midgar, she was on her own.
We were never told that in the original.
It was the first time we'd seen each other in 2 years. First time. And last.
I'll be right there.
Cloud, is that you?
Hey.
Welcome home. Come in. Let me get a good look at you.
It's a very impersonal greeting.
My. So that's what they've got you wearing, huh? You soldiers sure do clean up nice. I've never been so proud. The man you've become. Women must be hounding you day and night.
Not really.
You know, there's all kinds of temptations in the big city. I'd feel a lot better if I knew you'd found a good girl. One who'd make sure you didn't get into trouble.
I can take care of myself.
An older, more mature girl that could keep you on the straight and narrow and tell you when you're being a silly goose. That's the perfect type for you, I'd say. They are feeding you properly, aren't they? Oh, Cloud. But you know, Cloud. Wouldn't you agree, Cloud? You're my son. Of course, I'll always be.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay, so whenever we're seeing that sort of green electrostatic, we know that's like something is going on in Cloud's head. We need to just keep that in mind. I won't tell you exactly what is going on, but we need to just pay attention to those moments where they're happening and why they might be happening. The dialogue there was also almost word for word in the original. Cloud's mother always wanted him to be with an older woman that could be responsible and take care of him.
That sword's huge! Can I touch it?
Alright, fabulous. Let's go check out Tifa's house.
Don't make any trouble for Sephiroth.
Oh, there's that lovely little yellow flower that he gives her in Remake. Oh, it won't let us inside. That's weird. Looks like we have to go here first.
Just like Sephiroth.
And such model citizens, too. Oh, I should have encouraged my son to enlist when he was...
So, how did it feel being back up there?
I don't know. Nostalgic, I guess? After 2 years away and all that.
Uh-huh.
This is where Cloud made the promise to Tifa before he left Nibelheim for Midgar to join Soldier. It has a lot of significance for him. And as we can see, he was actually staring at Tifa's bedroom window there. We got the sense that maybe he did a lot of that when he was young. Like a little bit of, maybe pining. Maybe pining is the wrong word. But a lot of admiring from afar and wanting her attention. Okay, so that's a new move as well. Jumping off of higher areas, you used to have to go down via the ladder. Can we get into Tifa's house yet?
Got a big day tomorrow.
Yes, we can.
I'm eager to talk to him too, but now.
Huh? You went to my place?
Yeah, we did.
I figured you might be there.
Wait a second. You two were neighbors?
We were, but it's not like we hung out that much.
We had our reasons.
Our reasons, huh? Bet most of them had to do with you.
Without getting too much into it, Cloud was a little bit of a lone wolf when he was young. He felt very disconnected from the other kids, and he had to sort of watch Tifa from afar because she had these other group of kids around her, which he found profoundly stupid. His words, not mine. Oh, they've done this beautifully. The layout is pretty accurate. There was definitely a kitchen and a dining room in this area of the house. So cute. Oh.
Remember my cat?
Her name was Fluffy, I think?
Yeah. She was always disappearing, and that day was no different.
Tifa had a cat. I don't remember that in the original. That could be new. Love that you can see the outside through the windows and the beautiful rustling of the leaves there. And if you notice, the track changed a little bit. It became a little bit more piano solo and a little more intimate. I love that. The music implementation in the remake series is almost unparalleled. Fantastic. Okay, this must be her parents' bedroom. They sleep in separate beds. Very old school there. So we've been getting items. This is what the new menu looks like. Interesting. Almost looks like ancient pyramid-like structures there. There's a photo mode. I've noticed now items actually get a graphic, and that's and you can kind of manipulate it. That's really cool. What a lovely little presentation. And yes, the phoenix down, the feather, very nice. I don't want to get too lost in the menus and stuff. I want us to stay immersed, so we can do that stuff later. All right, let's head to Tifa's bedroom.
You went into my room?
I did.
He fessed up to that one pretty easy. So famously, I can't remember if it was in the flashback or later, but you used to be able to find Tifa's orthopedic underwear. I'm sure they've done away with that. Cowboy Place. Interesting.
You went through my stuff?
Well, yeah.
I know I shouldn't have.
Cloud! You asshole!
The girls don't like the invasion of privacy. I love that. This is all so faithful to the original. Like, this is just how it happened. There'll be a letter on that desk a little later in the game. Chocobo writing lessons there. You could see a poster that says, make a splash on your vacation with what looks like the dolphin blow attack. That's a very cute Easter egg. It's one of Tifa's later limit breaks. Oh, and she's got a little stuffed Moogle there. That's so cute. Okay, so Tifa has a piano. In the original game, Cloud used to be able to play the main theme of Final Fantasy VII's melody on it, but I hear it's been turned into a whole minigame now. Okay.
Did you actually play it?
Yeah, we went to town on it. So although Cloud can lift this huge sword, he has very, like, delicate fingers. I love that. I love that about Cloud. Okay, so we have to tilt the two sticks. It's like Piano Hero without things coming at you. So we can select Tifa's theme. Oh, how is this going to work? Oh my. Not a great start. Oof. This is really hard. Close enough. Almost. Okay, so he's not a virtuoso. If it was one hand, I reckon I could do this. Well, I made a dog's breakfast of that one. More than I thought. Let's leave the piano because that one that is definitely not my forte, pun intended. But a lovely little touch. I mean, that was beautiful. The light hitting the keys.
Wow. Where'd you learn to do that?
Hey, you gotta play for us sometime.
Well, shit. You're a merc of many talents.
Okay, all the people he can date were very impressed by that display. Okay, it says we can rest at the inn now, but I do want to check about that, like, that crowd of people that I think the mayor was trying to, like, ward off of Sephiroth. Didn't even close the front door. Oh, they're all gone. Oops. Let's have a look what's over here.
Don't think I've ever seen the town this excited about anything before.
Why, I almost didn't recognize you in that uniform of yours.
You've grown so much since the last time we saw you. Oh, did you come looking for Tifa?
If you did, I'm sorry to tell you that she's not home at the moment.
The least you could do was say hello to us. As if we're strangers.
Don't think I've ever seen the town this excited about anything before.
Okay, so there's like a kind of new public seating area next to Tifa's house. Very nice. She's not home, as we just learned. Especially after we raided her house. This building wasn't there in the original, was it? Oh, it might have been. But I think it was just another house. So this is a town hall. Ooh, yes, very nice. Looks very official. Looks like some Shinra tech over here.
Make sure you're good and rested.
Oh, I'll be telling everyone how I welcome the great Sephiroth to town till the day I die. Do our village proud.
I'm not going to tell you the day he dies, because it's kind of ironic.
Now that Sephiroth's here, those beasts are toast.
Some light reflected in that mirror there. Okay, it's a lovely new little area. Very nice. Let's head back to the town square. Ah, see, they've moved to the inn. Oh, someone we can talk to.
Sephiroth's at the inn. I tried to sneak a shot of him, but my hands were shaking. Mind asking Sephiroth to come out? You want me to take your photo? Sorry, but I can't afford to waste my film on... who are you again?
That's also very true to the original. The photographer's like totally dismissive of Cloud.
Crazy to think that Sephiroth is here, in our town.
If anyone on the survey team is feeling hungry, be sure to stop by. Sandwiches stuffed with Nibelheim's famous simmered pork.
Soldier, good to see you. How about a taste of home before you go?
Sure feels good to have soul.
Wait a minute. Is that Cloud? Silly boy. You should have let us know you'd be paying us a visit.
Oh, that's nice.
Eat up, Cloud. You still got room to grow, you know. You remember these pork sandwiches, don't you? They're exactly like the ones Mrs. Tyler used to make. I'm sure you must have taken them as snacks on a play date before. Wait, did you go on any play dates?
I love how Cloud like absolutely smashed those two sandwiches.
Claudia must be so proud of what a fine young man you've become. Take care of yourself. You'll be spending the night at home, won't you? Maybe I'll pay your mother a visit. Oh, but I shouldn't impose. You two must have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, let's stop there before Cloud explodes.
Put some meat on those kids' bones.
Can't into that house. Let's have a look at the northern part of town before we get on with the story. Oh, big Sephiroth fans here.
Finally. Soon these troubles will be a thing of the past.
Well, as I live and breathe, Cloud.
Wanna join us for some Zonga size?
Zonga size? Oh, must be what these people are doing.
You worked out with everyone?
Just for a bit.
Could you keep up?
All right, everybody, gather round. It's time to Zonga size. Ready to get started? Let's Zonga. Okay. Put your fingertips together and lift your hands to the sky.
Cloud is not feeling the Zonga spirit there.
Arms tight to the ears and spread those hands.
Mount Nibel is this way.
Make sure you're prepared for a tough hike tomorrow.
Okay, so they won't let us go beyond the city limits, and as you guys might remember, those of you who have played the original,
I didn't realize the survey team was here. Thanks for coming.
We really can't handle this ourselves.
Where can I go to speak? The Shinra Mansion is to the left, where a lot of stuff goes down, but we can't access it yet. I'm very curious to see what they've done with the Shinra Mansion. It was a very kind of spooky location.
I wonder if I can knock off for lunch yet.
Oh, look at that lighting. Isn't that stunning? That beautiful, like, sunset light coming through the mountains there. Gorgeous, just picturesque. All right, let's head to the inn.
Taking a breather? Please, everyone, give them space.
Good luck out there.
We need to leave these men in peace so that they can rest up for tomorrow.
Luck out there tomorrow.
Don't make any trouble for Sephiroth.
Oh, is that Zangan?
Please.
Yes, it is.
A soldier.
And you are?
Richard Zangan, a humble traveler of the world, and teacher of martial arts to the youth. Well-toned, but lacking mass. You need to.
I was wondering what I was going to check next. Were you?
Who asked you?
You could learn a lot from me.
Pass.
Don't be shy. I have many pupils your age. At last count, 128. In fact, one of them's from this very village. Perhaps you know her. Tifa.
Sure.
A real talent, that one. She'll go far.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right? Got anything to say for yourself?
I didn't know.
I'm so glad they kept in Zangan, and they've actually designed him so beautifully. He looks great. And that was a very funny
I'd be
exchange.
interested to see how one of Shinra's finest fights. Should you need my help, just say the word.
So Zangan was the one that taught Tifa martial arts, and he goes around the world finding, youth that are really adept at martial arts and basically training them up. So everything Tifa knows, she learned from Zangan over there.
Welcome back. Sephiroth's already gone upstairs. Welcome back. Sephiroth's already gone upstairs.
I'm glad they shut the door. And I love how the music just faded out naturally, and now we've got that nice muffled sound of the rural paparazzi outside. I love that. Interesting sweeping technique there. Oh, I just noticed that poster. Ruby Red. Ah, yes. A reference to Ruby Weapon. Yes, we know why we're here. Very nice square.
City folk are so sophisticated. Can only imagine what their lives must be like.
I love that the perception of Midgar is that it's super civilized.
Didn't really notice at the time, but looking back, all the signs were there. From the moment we arrived, Sephiroth just wasn't himself.
Yeah, so they have this really romantic perception of Midgar, and of course we've been there and we know the ugly truth.
What you looking at?
It's not often we see Sephiroth in repose.
This landscape.
Huh?
I could swear I've seen it before.
You okay?
Big day tomorrow. We'll be leaving bright and early. You should get some rest.
All right. Will do.
I love seeing Sephiroth like this, right? He's actually kind of sweet.
Night.
I tried, but I couldn't get to sleep that night. Was too excited, too nervous.
Was pretty much the same for me.
Why?
Yeah, I was surprised too.
You know what happened the last time she went up there.
That was years ago, Brian. She's old enough to make her own decisions now.
We leave once our guide arrives.
Yes, sir.
Brian!
Sephiroth, sir. I must insist that I take you up the mountain. My daughter isn't...
Dad!
Tifa, you can still back out. You don't have to do this.
I'm going, and that's that. There'll be 2 soldiers with me. I'll be fine.
Pumpkin!
Good morning, sir. I'll be your guide for the day.
Tifa? You're our guide?
I sure am. You can ask anyone around here. I'm the best there is.
You could get hurt.
Not if you remember to do your job, she won't. Come on.
For a posterity, sir?
Not
He's stuck
today.
in a photo there.
Can you talk to him?
Please, Sephiroth. It'd mean a lot to us.
It's just one photo. Come on, where's the harm in that? There?
I love that Cloud was able to get Sephiroth into the photo. That's great.
Say cheese!
Sounds like you were having a good time.
One more!
Yeah, I guess we were.
Later.
For a while.
Ah, the looming shadow of Mount
halfway
Nibel.
up Mount Nibel. I was looking forward to breathing that crisp, clean mountain air again.
Yes. Alright, we can sprint. Good to know. This is true. I mean, Cloud would have had that lovely, smoggy, polluted darkness of Midgar for the last few years. Okay, we can break the Shinra boxes like in 7 Remake. Fantastic. Oh, what a beautiful piano track. And you'll notice Tifa's theme got a little bit remixed there and a little country. That was the music in these games. Nobuo Uematsu is a genius. This looks beautiful. Okay, and they've got the credits rolling through the section. Very interesting. And there's the beautiful melody of the Final Fantasy VII main theme. Now, as I said at the beginning, I've actually turned off the compass and the map and a couple of the annoying HUD elements just to... I mean, this is how I played 7 Remake. I just think this is how you need to do it. You need to immerse yourself in the beauty and in the cinematic presentation as it is, and you can't do that with HUD elements annoying you. Especially a game that's mainly linear. I know this one's going to open up.
You probably already know this, but our reactor's the first of its kind. It really put Mount Nibel on the map.
I've seen a few reactors in my time, but none with such a breathtaking view. Who could
Even Sephiroth thinks it's beautiful.
Everyone, eventually.
Man, I wish I could go on trips all over the world like you guys.
I think you mean business trips, which are no fun at all.
Though you do learn stuff on them.
That's so cool.
God bless Najima as well, who wrote this beautiful story, Final Fantasy VII and 7 Remake, of course. Wonderful writer. Yeah, business trips, more like fighting wars with everybody left, right, and center on the planet. And forcing their Mako reactors to every single corner. But we won't get into it. This is such a lovely walk, why spoil it? Oh, I love that. The camera has just like naturally panned out there. Wow, what a sense of scale. I'm just gonna change one setting in the menu. The camera is following and adjusting and I'm finding it annoying. Where is it? Camera repositioning, right? No, off you go. Yeah, what a great sense of scale. So open and light in compared to 7 Remake, which we were always so confined, but that's the feeling of Midgar, I guess. We're vaulting. Oh, and some lovely deer. They can jump pretty high. Little Crash Bandicoot in them, maybe.
Everything okay? Not going too fast for you, am I?
Of course not. We're just trying to pace ourselves is all.
But I thought you guys were in a hurry.
Even so, you'll burn yourself out running like that.
I'm not even close to burned out. Not with all the training I've had.
Huh. Guess you really are the best there is.
I love that Cloud has to save face and always looks so macho and in control. Looks like there's a lot of area for you to explore. I'm not going to bore you with it. We're just going to keep moving. Ah, Mako pipelines. We'll probably carry the processed Mako to Nibelheim for their electricity and fuel and whatever. Ah, more boxes. Destroying company property on the clock. I'm so impressed also by the foliage density. I think it's like just the right amount without feeling too overwhelming. I'm a touch disappointed that the foliage doesn't seem to move here, but I'm hoping that this demo might be an old build. Okay, looks like we've got our first enemy coming up. Oof, what a beautiful design.
Seen those near the village, and they're not nice. What do you think?
I think I got this.
Then they're all yours.
Copy that.
Okay. Yes, his normal combo from 7 Remake.
Sloppy. It's on now.
All right.
You're done.
They've changed his Punisher mode, I noticed.
You think?
If this is how it's going to be, there doesn't seem much point in me fighting.
I guess not. You leave it all to me, huh?
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, so they've changed Punisher mode. They've gotten rid of his flurry of sword strikes, and it's one where he darts from left to right, kind of juggling them. That's interesting. Everything else seemed the same so far. I'm sure they're going to introduce stuff gradually, though. Okay, so they've got like a kind of alert bar, and you can actually get the jump on them if you strike first before it fills.
Take it away!
Failed out spectacularly. Ah yes, the ATB command, we're very familiar.
Let's finish this. Well, that's that.
The combat feels like tighter. Like it actually feels really like satisfying and a little more exact. Interesting. Oh, a bridge.
Is that Mako? Whoa.
Geysers from the pipelines. Oh, that was cool.
Come on, soldier. You can do better than that, can't you?
Just you watch.
Yep, blocking. And oh, there's a new element. Block with perfect timing to render the attack ineffective. So it's kind of like almost like a parry. Let's see if I can pull one off. Nope. Oh god. It's harder than it looks. There we go. Okay, so you can avoid damage altogether. Oh! Those are some new strikes? Oh wow! Cloud has like aerial combat now. Very interesting. Ah, he's got some spells. Fantastic.
Burn! You're done. Piece of cake.
That's really interesting. There's a lot of new attacks and like aerial combat has been drastically improved. Fantastic. Oh, the graphics are beautiful here. Okay, locking on and switching targets.
You know what to do, Cloud.
That is a cool combo. Interesting, triple slash automatically goes into the air.
Calling fire.
Sephiroth's getting a piece of the action. Come on. Oh.
Well done, Trooper.
Thank you.
I got the rest.
Cloud seems to have like a counter when you dodge out of the way.
You're done.
Let's do the classic.
Let's finish this.
Oh, I've got a limit. Let's go. Cross slash.
Here goes.
We still have a long way to go.
Shall we pick up the pace?
Not unless we absolutely have to. Our guide might not be so lucky next time.
She did
Then
just fine.
How about I go on ahead and clear the way for you guys? I'll be careful.
You'd better.
Cool. See you at the reactor.
Okay, so now they're teaching us how to equip Materia, which of course we remember from 7 Remake. Oh. I won't, because I remember and we want to get on with it. This is too good. Yes, so Materia will grow with every battle through the use of AP, ability points or something. And it can get stronger from fire to fire to Firaga. Fantastic. This isn't our first Final Fantasy rodeo. So Cloud has Cure, Fire, and Ice. Does he have any others? Assess. Okay. Let's chuck that on there. While we're here, can we access... We can't access Sephiroth yet. He's not technically joined the party. He's going to let Cloud show off to the two of them. So let's hop to it. Right, so each of the characters has their own unique alternate stands. In Cloud's case, I've already demonstrated for you, but in Cloud's case it's called Punisher Mode, and it's physically offense-oriented. Can unleash powerful more powerful attacks than usual, yeah. Cannot, however, guard against range or magic. But can do a counter. Okay, so that's in it. We'll have to try and do a counter.
It's on now.
That juggling.
You're done.
Let's keep it going.
See, I gotta say, that one felt pretty good.
That was really cool. Like the juggling that you can do with that move. It has such a wide area. Fantastic. Gotta try and counter with Punish Mode. Gosh, this looks great. I am so impressed. I wonder, can you destroy this stuff? Oh, you can. Wow. Very cool. Ooh, very destructible. Love it. Let's keep moving.
Now we're talking.
Okay, I can't. Alright, I should be able to power this. There we go. Not doing so well here, am I?
Let's finish this.
Nice.
You're done. Piece of cake.
Braver has also gotten a slightly different animation, I noticed. It looks really damn cool. One thing I did notice, you can't switch from a block in operator mode to Punisher mode anymore. You actually have to let go of block. I wonder why they've done that. Interesting. A mixed high potion. What does that mean? Oh, it's got a little MP. It's like an ether mixed in. Ether, whatever you like. Very nice. The particle effects are quite impressive, I have to say. Physics are quite good. Oh, the lighting is gorgeous.
Hey! Not that way!
The bridge is out.
It's a dead end! Rockslide took out the bridge a while ago. Come on back, okay?
Okay.
I love that Cloud's voice actor is like trying to sound a little younger, raising the pitch. Okay. Yes, squeezing through moments. To cleverly mask the loading, I like that.
This way. Gotta make a detour through a Shinra facility.
To think I almost made you our guide. Good thing I reconsidered. Otherwise, you'd have led us straight off a cliff.
Oh, come on, I was doing alright.
Lead on.
Yes!
Shinra facility, eh? Interesting. There's their logo. This is new, by the way. I don't think there was ever a facility on the way to the reactor. Oh, I love that mountain air track. Very nice. Okay, we can see the colossal industrial materials there. Guess we're going inside. Yes. Mako measurement facility. They're just giving mega potions away. Let's check it out. Ooh, some support material? Is that what it was called? The blue one? I forget. Ooh, level boost. That is a... Oh no, I guess it's level up material, right? Oh, it increases the level of linked materia. Interesting. Okay, righto. I'd probably put that there, to be honest. Good to get our cure magic up fast. But I will re-equip fire. Not that way. Excuse me. Ooh, what is that? Is this some kind of machine? Oh, that looks lovely. Look at the light. Look at the volumetric lighting there. Beautiful. So impressed by the art direction in this remake project. Oh! Whoa, he hits hard. Let's build up his stagger. Not? Whoa. I'd like to take credit for that, but I was just trying to get into punish mode.
Gotcha. Let's finish this.
Let's chuck a brainwave. Actually, maybe we can also use our assess materia. Alright, it's weak against fire. Brandish an iron mace. Okay, cool.
You're calling well? That's that.
Whoa, that was cool. Very nice. Oh! Sephiroth hopped over there. Is there anything there? Oh, there's a chest. I didn't even see that. Hey, that's being helpful. It's so weird to be able to climb stuff after playing 7 Remake, you know? Kind of welcome addition, though.
The reactor may have been around for a while, but there are still pockets of Mako gas all over the mountain. Try not to breathe it in if you can.
Don't want to get Mako poisoning.
No, we don't. We saw what happened to Jesse's father in 7 Remake.
Elevator access restricted due to Mako gas concentrations. Air purification unit must be employed to clear excess Mako gas.
Okay, so we have to remove the gas. Yeah, using this thingy. Alright, so it's an air purifier, just a really, really big one.
Mako gas levels reduced by 20%.
Guessing we take them to these little spewing bits.
Mako gas levels reduced by 70%.
Industrial strength purification, eh?
No Mako gas detected. Elevator access granted.
I'm glad we removed that little industrial hazard for anyone else that's going to walk through this building. This is interesting. This is all new. This wasn't in the original at all. Oh, I love that the weather has changed. I mean, it's not dynamic weather, but it's become a lot more overcast, as we can see. I love that. They are handing out mega potions like candy. I'm gonna use one. Oh, that's beautiful. I love the way that that sort of pops up as you climb upwards. Look how beautiful that realistic that smoke effect looks. It's gorgeous. Oh, it's a helipad. Okay. Oh, that's the reactor. Right, we can see it in the distance. I love that. It's raining.
Come on.
Oh, it's so ambient. I love that. I love the storm and the rain. It's beautiful.
Just thinking about crossing that thing.
Then let me go first.
Hey, I'm the guide here.
All right, the giant bridge, yes. Oh, I love the framing of this. I think it's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right, this bridge looks a little rickety, but we got no choice. Oh, that is a long way down.
Tifa! Are you okay?
Not really!
What are you...
Imagine how heavy the Buster Sword would be. Sephiroth saved Tifa. Interesting. Oh, that's sad. It slipped from his grasp, and Cloud saved the soldier that saved Tifa earlier. Gunnthra River Basin, 2 hours later. Okay. Was never given a name. The other soldier must not have made it.
He's in Fate's hands now. Do you know the way?
Yeah. Following the river should get us back to the village.
We're not going to the village. Can you get us to the reactor?
Sorry, I don't think I can.
I see. Well, we certainly can't send you back alone. You'll be safer with us.
Okay.
I'll be joining you up front this time. What? For your performance review.
You kidding me?
Good luck.
Oh my. Are we about to play as Sephiroth? That thing we could never do? Okay, so they've introduced a kind of climbing mechanic. Interesting. Alright, so we've got some new climbing mechanics. Interesting. And we're down one Shinra soldier, sadly. Okay, so I can rest at a bench, just like 7 Remake. Let's do that now. Ooh, and some more materia. HP up. Let's equip that now. Oh, we can access Sephiroth's equipment, but we can't touch anything. His Masamune, bracer, and a ring. Let's see his materia. Revive. Healing. Okay. Yeah, he's pretty decked out. Cool. Chuck a HP up materia. Fantastic. Alright, let's test out Sephiroth.
Off you go.
Alright, switching characters with the... Yes, we know how to do that from 7 Remake. Fantastic. Square to slash with the Masamune or hold to unleash ranged attack. Landing a certain number of attacks will allow you to perform branching finishes like Pierce or Sword Dance with Triangle, filling your limit gauge. Interesting. Okay. Press R1 to enter retaliation stance. While in the stance, press square at the right time to parry. Oh, that sounds a little more complicated. The Cloud, let's give it a go. Beautiful. So long. Oh, wow, that's cool.
Farewell. Come on. Whoa! Come now.
So the combat feels so much more like you can string the moves together easy. Like it's very like you can combo stuff. It's really like smooth and not as like staccato or like disjointed. Currently the party leader. Blah 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 blah. Okay, Sephiroth can stay in charge. He's the war hero after all. This is a pretty big deal because in the original, of course, he was AI controlled. And I remember when I was a kid, there was always this rumor that you could, like, if you collected all the 1 in 35 soldier kit, you could, like, make a Sephiroth clone. Of course, none of that is true, but...
More Mako gas ahead.
There's no way around it either. Just have to go through.
Love how it looks in this room. I love the glow and the volumetric effects.
Let's not waste any time. Mako this thick is dangerous.
Let's.
Who are you?
Yeah, well.
Well, that's that.
Just check what's up here. Ooh, empowerment materia. I believe that is new. I don't think that's in 7 Remake. What does empowerment do? Allows you to use physical and magical attack strengthening spells, but when paired with warding materia grants resistance. Okay. So it's either bravery, faith, or to brave and to faith. Okay, interesting. I'm not going to equip it just yet because I don't think I need it yet. But that's good. I like that they're introducing new materia that we didn't even have in the original 7. That's kind of cool. Okay. Looks like a Mako spring.
A Mako spring.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, but if we keep using Mako to power our homes, springs like this will disappear, right?
What are you talking about? Who told you that?
My dad. And the mayor, if you must know.
Except the planet's huge. Mako will never run out, right?
Naturally formed materia. And look at the size of it. Astounding. For the Mako energy to condense into something like this, it must have taken an eternity.
I've always wondered, how does materia let you cast spells exactly?
How did you ever get to be a soldier? To put it simply, the knowledge of the ancients is sealed within each orb. That knowledge not only connects us to the planet, it allows us to tap into her power. That's how we can use magic. Or so they say.
Really? Magic sure is weird.
I know someone who'd be livid to hear you call it weird, or magic for that matter. I can just imagine what he'd say. It's an affront to science.
Who?
Hojo, from Research and Development. His predecessor was a great man, but
his predecessor was Professor
he is
Gast.
Anything but. We should press on.
Okay, that dialogue was very similar to the original, although the original put it a kind of a slightly different way. So what the original sort of said was, what he's saying is true. Like, naturally formed materia like this is essentially crystallized knowledge from the live stream. So when we hold materia, what they said in the original game is it unlocks part of the human brain that allows you to use these abilities that the Cetra once had. So the Cetra, the Ancients, right? They could use magic of their own free will. They didn't need materia. It was sort of innate to them. Modern day humans like we have, people that did settled agriculture because the Cetra were nomads, they forgot how to use magic, or they couldn't use magic. So what happens is that knowledge of how to use and how to unlock those abilities in the human mind exist in the live stream, because that's where all the memories return to, right? All our knowledge and memory returns to the live stream. And obviously, if the live stream is rife or plentiful or potent in an area like it is here, it can, over centuries or millennia even, crystallize into things. And that's what naturally formed materia is. So think of little material orbs as crystallized knowledge. And when we hold them and when we put them in our stuff and we have access to that, it unlocks it in our brain. It's put slightly different there, but it's saying essentially the same thing. And like this Mako Spring is just beautiful. I mean, in the original, it was a smaller crystal with kind of a light sort of shining on it, like the way the light is shining here, but it was much smaller and there was less of this like particle-y, volumetric-y stuff. So yeah, really great, really great. So it isn't magic necessarily. That's what Sephiroth was saying. There's a scientific element to it. It's unlocking bits of the human brain. And yes, I should mention that reference to Professor Hojo's predecessor was Professor Ghast. Now, I won't reveal to you exactly what he did, because I'm sure we're going to cover it, but just know that Professor Ghast is a very important figure, although it doesn't get much fanfare, and you'll see why.
There's no magic.
All right. I got this. Show them what we can do. Nice. Burn.
I was trying to switch it to Punisher mode there, and I think I did a charred team attack, but they haven't told me about it yet, so I'm just gonna wait. Okay, so there's certain attacks that we cannot guard and we have to evade. I've got Sephiroth a little stunned there, so we're gonna... Ah, damn. What does Zanshin do?
This way.
Ooh, that was big. I love when the camera zooms in like this. It kind of like reminds me of like a Resident Evil or a God of War kind of over the shoulder camera, and I really like that. I really like how close it is. You can really see the detail, but how lovely does this water look? And in fact, some of these like rock structures remind me of the Whirlwind Maze that will come a bit later. It's kind of flooded with water in the same way. But lovely. Really, really lovely work. I wish the whole game was like this zoomed in. That was Cloud trying his hand at being a bit of a Nathan Drake figure. Oh, that's so stunning. Oh!
Are you? Steady.
Let's try long range attacks.
I won't let you down. It's on now.
Okay, so there's synergy attacks there when you're holding block with two people. Let's give him a try. Ooh.
Nice. Piece of cake.
Yeah, so they haven't told us yet, but it looked like Sephiroth imbued Cloud's Buster Sword with like a void energy. That's very, very cool. Looks like we're doing some shimming across this gap. Let's move. I love the camera work there. Very cinematic. Can hop down. Ooh, blue materia. Magnify. Okay, great. So that lets you. That was basically called all in the original game, and any linked materia will now affect either a mob or all of our party members. I noticed Sephiroth has quite a bit of it. Okay. I'm gonna leave level boost because I really want access to Cura before we can. I don't think I need it at this point. Our physical attacks seem to be doing just fine. We can change it later if we need. Alright. Oh, little zip teleport there. We must be close to the reactor by now, surely. Oh, this is like a large arena, doesn't it?
Not again.
Okay, here we go. So while guarding, you can team up with allies to perform a variety of synergy skills. Useful abilities that do not consume ATB charge. Good to know. The available skills differ depending on which character is being controlled. Fine. And we can view the description. Okay, rightos. Interesting. Alright.
I got this. Show them what we can do. Nice.
Oh, nice whirlwind. Alright, I'm gonna first... I'm gonna assess it first. Let's have a look. Avian creatures that live in mountainous regions. They are unafraid of people, going so far as to abduct children and terrorize the locals. My goodness me. But they are weak against wind. Okay, good to keep in mind. Right, so if we inflict enough damage, or exploit a weakness, we can put them in a pressured state, which makes it easier to stagger. When then they stagger, they take way, way more damage. Let's go. Let's see if I can get a focus thrust in. There we go. Okay, so while in a staggered state, they're going to take way more damage. So let's unleash here with everything we've got. Let's go... Actually, let's exploit the creature's weakness.
Stand back. Brace yourself. Well, that's that.
Very nice. Power of 2. Let's head up here. I hear the whirring of machinery. Let's grab this chest. I'm really loving it so far, guys. It feels really, really good. I have some minor gripes with a couple of these sort of animations, maybe. And I would like the camera to be a little bit more zoomed in, but everything else, like the combat, feels really great. Precision defense. What is that? Oh, okay, that's really useful. So, like, it will allow the window for which you can do a precise parry to be longer, and I need this because, like, it's actually harder to pull off a parry. I encourage you guys, if you download the demo, give it a try. It's not as easy as it looks. Oh, I don't know where to put it, though. Let's sacrifice HP up. I really like that. I really like physical attacks. I'm not that into magic when I play RPGs. I know that's weird, but I like the physical stuff. Ooh, see, now, it's so accurate. All these creatures you're seeing were actually all random encounters in this area in the game. These guys used to do a move, I think, that was called lying flat or something, and it used to, like, paralyze you in some instances.
Gotta say, that one felt pretty good.
Sephiroth is pretty badass, guys. I won't tell you where and on whom he uses Hell's Gate, that move where he descends from above, but people who have played the original 7 know. You guys know. I see more materia. Auto cast. What is that? Sorry to keep jumping in this menu. This is okay, so this was like the auto cure in 7 Remake, so whatever it is linked to in your weapon slot, a ally will automatically use that spell when not actively controlled. So if we put it with cure, obviously your party members could auto cure Cloud, etc. Got Barrett in the little window there. Not going to equip it yet because I can't really access Sephiroth's kit. Sephiroth doesn't need healing from Cloud, come on. That was very satisfying. It's like Dark Souls, just roll through barrels and stuff. We're starting to look a little reactory here. Reactory here.
Elevator access restricted due to Mako gas concentrations. Air purification unit must be employed to clear excess Mako gas.
Okay. Got this mechanic again that we just did earlier. There's the purification device. Maybe that's so the cable can reach? This thing is a little tricky to maneuver.
by by 70%.
Let's hope this reaches. Oh, no, we're gonna take it back. Poor Cloud. Reduced to the grunt work here, eh?
No Mako gas detected.
Ooh.
Elevator access granted.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Everybody in. I love how much they've expanded this little bit. I mean, in the original, I think your characters were just like walking along like a single like pathway to get to the reactor, and they've added so much for you to explore and get. Oh, a bench. Let's rest. Let's have a little rest. Alright, let's press on. Oh, the lighting here is lovely. Look at this room. Ah, so bright.
Up ahead! Looks like a way out!
If this isn't a boss arena, I don't know what is.
Wait.
Huh?
What?
Am I?
Get back.
This way.
You said you wanted to be a hero.
Wish I hadn't.
It thinks
Alright,
we're
first
after
boss.
Materia.
Someone should tell it we're not.
Be my guest.
Stand.
Maybe try mixing it up more? Gotta keep your guard up.
Let's figure out what this thing is. A ferocious beast that dwells within the caves of Mount Nibel. Prolonged exposure to Mako has caused it to mutate. Its dangerously sharp claws allow it to scale the walls and hang from the ceiling with alarming ease, granting it full control of the battlefield. Evade its capture, or freeing your allies to pressure it. Destroying its leg while on the ceiling will also pressure it. Good to know, and it's weak against fire, as we can see. Let's move. Oh! Alright.
Gotta mix it up. You need to vary your...
Uh-oh.
You're in good hands.
Alright, let's get Cloud out of its grasp. Okay, we can destroy individual body parts. Okay, good to know.
Not doing so great.
Rookies.
I got this. Show them what we can do. Nice. Time to kick it up a notch.
Ah, again, Cloud, come on.
Damn it. Not again.
Get it together.
I owe you one.
When we're done.
Of course.
On me.
Oh, they're about to team up.
Done.
Oh, that was so cool.
Sephiroth! Pretty mobile.
Till we knock it down.
Good thing I don't just fight with a sword.
Right, and we learned from assessing it that if we attack its feet right now, we can dislodge it from the. Let's go for its left for from the ceiling.
Good hands. Calling fire.
There we go.
Got him.
Let's go.
Move in.
Copy.
No, we want focus thrust. There we go.
Let's finish this. Get him.
Let's do a combined attack.
Try to keep your guard.
Get him. Shit. I got this. Burn. Defense cloud.
Oh. That was so good. Oh, I love the combat.
You're practically panting.
I'm excited.
Such a puppy.
I love how these two are like low-key flirting while they're trying to kill this giant beast. Okay, a coordinated attack from Cloud and Sephiroth can turn the tables on the beast. Use their double helix synergy ability from the commands menu. Okay.
I don't like the looks of this.
Stay alert.
How do we do it?
Follow my lead.
Copy.
Oh, I see. It's a thing. Can't do it yet though. Let's firstly just put some. Oh, I can't do any of it.
Yes,
Alright, let's give it a go.
Can't go near the Mako.
Stand back. Try this.
Oh, Cloud.
Stand back.
Ooh, we cut off the limb, so we can't do it again. Block this.
I got this. Might want to steer clear of the gas. Get him!
Hold still.
Let's break Cloud out. There we go.
Got ya.
Oh, Sephiroth racing in there to save Cloud.
Take it from
Very
here.
impressive. Can you believe the presentation of this game? Like, there's a little cutscene for every phase change of the boss. It's amazing.
Nice work.
Okay, hold up. Maybe I'm missing something here, but everything you've said makes Sephiroth sound like a stand-up guy.
Well, he was.
And now he's pure evil, trying to kill everyone on the planet. Help me to understand this shit. Tell me something that'll really make my blood boil.
Oh, I will. I will.
Anxious Heart is playing again, right? Things are about to change.
You wait out here, Tifa.
No way! I want to go too. Please?
Sorry, no civilians. Even if we weren't on a mission.
Come on!
Keep the young lady safe.
Carry on.
Ah! You better keep me safe.
Tifa was none perturbed by that Materia Guardian.
I really wanted to see the reactor. Would it kill this guy to say something? I really wanted to see the reactor.
He's a rather stoic Shinra soldier, isn't he? Let's head up to the reactor.
Didn't expect it to be all systems go.
You'd think it'd be running at reduced output, like most last-gen models.
And let me guess, villagers don't have a clue about this.
Knowing Shinra? Of course not.
The company really needs to be more transparent.
Tell that to the president.
What exactly is the problem with this place?
The people in charge. While most reactors are under the jurisdiction of urban planning, this one is overseen by R&D.
Research and development.
Why do I suddenly have a bad feeling about this?
Whatever you see here, you are not to speak of it.
Oh, I won't.
Protect the company's secrets. The Research and Development Division is overseen by Professor Hojo. So if you played 7 Remake or the original, we know what kind of man he is. Playing the theme of the Mako reactor there, but a very subdued version, yeah. Let's have a look around.
Perhaps you'd like to say a few words to your sword first?
I think that's a reference to events in Crisis Core and the previous owner of that sword, but I won't get into it. Play it, it's good. Mostly.
Hojo, you are really something.
What are those things? Jenova? Wasn't that...
Sephiroth is very transfixed, isn't he?
The malfunction must be forcing the pods to depressurize. Cloud, go out and shut off the valve.
Copy.
So we can see here that all these tubes coming out of the Jenova door or chamber are being used to feed each of these pods here. I don't want to give away what's going on exactly, but you can sort of see how they're using Jenova, whatever Jenova is. Ooh, you can't feel this, but the adaptive triggers are very, very on point. If you guys saw the immersion trailer that they released a couple of days ago, you can see they've really tried to use the dual sense a lot to its max for this game. Reminds me of Resident Evil a little bit, of the valve handle.
What are you doing?
These pods were built for the production of artificial materia. But Hojo repurposed them as incubators, cages for animals, infused with Mako, all to birth a new breed of monster.
Biological weapons.
But he didn't stop at animals. Oh no. There were other subjects. Look.
Humans. Human test subjects. Or they were. Ugh.
My mother's name was Jenova. Could it be that I was created the same way? Am I the same as these monsters?
Sephiroth.
Ever since I was a child, I knew that I was different. That I was special. But not like this. Not like this.
Love that. He put the abomination out of its misery.
Am I even human?
Eventually, we went back to the inn. But when we got there, Sephiroth locked himself in his room.
The mayor had been looking forward to having dinner with bona fide soldiers, so he didn't take the news too well. Dad had to put up with his belly aching for hours afterward.
Huh?
Must have sucked. But what about Sephiroth? What happened to him?
He left. Didn't tell a soul where he was going.
The fall of a hero. It begins here. Yeah, so we could see from that cutscene that Hojo was experimenting not just on animals and natural creatures, but even with human specimens, and turning them into, as you saw, writhing, scaled, mutated beings. Really quite gnarly. And Sephiroth was always told that his mother was Jenova, so now he's thinking, am I just like these creatures?
I met Sephiroth as he was heading for Shinra Manor, and he acted like I wasn't even there. Busy, I suppose. Haven't heard anything about the reactor either. What happened up there anyway? Haven't heard anything about the reactor either. What happened up there anyway?
Oh, Zangan's still here.
Sephiroth? I did see him leave a little while ago. Don't know what bee got in his bonnet, but the man was not in a good mood.
Looking for Sephiroth? He just left, I'm afraid. Maybe he needed some fresh air?
I love this piano track. It's so, atmospheric.
He's holed up inside the mansion.
Something's been off ever since he came back from the reactor.
Too much exposure to Mako? Then we ought to bring him some medicine.
The Shinra Manor that they're talking about has been...
If you're looking for Sephiroth, I saw him headed toward the mansion.
Has been in Nibelheim for a long, long time, and a lot of stuff goes down there. I'm not going to get into it because it's a little spoilery.
Sephiroth wasn't looking so hot when he passed by. Hope everything's okay.
Shinra Manor was the biggest building in town, and older than the reactor. The company used to conduct research there, back when they were still a small manufacturer. Even so, the rent on that plot was basically what kept the village afloat.
Nibelheim is beautiful by night, by the way. I'm just stunned.
Well, here we are. What now?
I mean, the whole place is pitch black. You think he's sleeping or something?
What if he's sick and needs our help?
Him? A little Mako poisoning isn't gonna hurt a living legend. Go and check on Sephiroth for us, will ya?
Hurry, please.
Little outdoor seating area here. Well, let's head inside. I'm very curious to see what they've done with Shinra Manor. It was one of my favorite areas in the original game. Oh wow, it's a lot more gothic, isn't it? It's very like Resident Evil Remake Spencer Mansion, yeah? This beautiful art. Like a still life there. Gorgeous. Looks like Justice, right? She's holding a scale or something. Okay, so in the original game, we used to be able to take this staircase up, but it looks like it's been blocked off from here. Oh, look at the detail on the roof. Oh, great. Looks like we'll start our investigation on the first floor.
Took a look around the place, but Sephiroth was nowhere to be seen.
The piano has seen better days. Okay, sort of a dining area. And an elevator. That wasn't there before. Interesting.
Never knew it had a basement.
Was news to me too. Doubt anyone in the village had a clue.
That's strange. Turn back. Cultivation tanks, kind of like what we saw in the reactor. There was an alternate method to get here in the original, which I really liked. I hope they didn't do away with it.
Excavated from a 2,000-year-old rock layer, a life form in stasis. Professor Gast named this life form Jenova. MEGL 77-1977. Jenova, verified as an ancient. MEGL 9/13/1977. Jenova Project approved. So, they named the life form Jenova. And once they understood what she was, they grew ambitious.
Hey, Sephiroth. What you got there?
Leave me be.
And that was it. He stayed holed up in the basement. Reading, like a man possessed. We got Jenova. A locked reactor door. The name of Sephiroth's mother. And ancients. Screw it. Racking my brain's not gonna get me anywhere. May as well just ask the guy.
Cloud. I've come across the most fascinating passage. The specimen found in strata dating back 2,000 years smiled with what could only be described as ethereal grace. Though the truth eluded me at first, I later determined that she was an ancient, or a steward of the planet, as they are referred to in legend. She needed a name, and so I dubbed her Jenova.
This must be Professor Gast's diary.
The Jenova Project was approved soon after. A bold initiative to resurrect the long-dead ancients. An initiative that resulted in my conception. Or rather, my creation. The crowning glory of Professor Gast's wondrous experiment.
Oh my.
He created you?
Sephiroth was the product of the Jenova Project. And he's not taking it too well.
I should go. Mother is waiting.
Hey! Hey, hold on! I keep asking myself, why couldn't I have come to sooner? If I had, maybe I could have saved the village. Or tried, at least.
They've moved very quickly through this bit.
What?
Yeah, so Professor Ghast found an organism in a stratum 2,000 years ago, tested it, believed it was an ancient, and then basically began a project to try and resurrect the ancients.
Hey, you!
And Sephiroth was born
Get
from
in.
it.
The villagers need your help!
Mom.
Is it true? Sephiroth did this?
Oh, it was him, all right. And he's still here. So keep your eyes peeled. God. Get your head straight. I need you to secure the way out. Now!
Yes, sir!
Sephiroth? But why would he...
The fire was born from Sephiroth's rage, finding out that he was basically a human experiment, the product of using the remains of this creature that Ghast called Jenova and birthing him into the world in an attempt to bring about the ancients again, etc., bringing them back to life. Profane experiment.
Hold on, Mom. I'm coming.
Yeah, Claudia's trapped inside that house. This must be really hard for poor Cloud.
Almost there.
We get to see the fire far more close and in our, than we did in the original. The sequence was rather quick in the original, and the sequences before that you just saw were a little slower, so they've sort of changed the focus. Oh, the water tower. Brutal. Where Tifa and Cloud shared so many personal memories.
Please be okay. Sephiroth. Mom.
That was done pretty well for those of us that know the original game.
Run away. You have to leave. You have to live.
The words that Sephiroth says to Cloud and Seven Remake were actually the words of his mother. It's interesting.
Hey! Hey! Hang in there! You're gonna be okay! Don't worry. I got you. Come on, let's get you up.
Ugh. Brutal. He's just become a monster. That poor sweet man that tried to help Cloud.
Murderer! You monster!
There he is! Sephiroth! Stop! You sick son of a bitch! That's far enough! Drop the sword!
I'd say you better take the shot soon before he minces all of you. Oh, okay. That's really violent for Final Fantasy, I have to say. Oh my god. Oof. Bold, bold. Oh. I am shook. That was pretty visceral, gotta say.
Wait for me. I'm coming.
Sephiroth!
Here's the famous scene. Yes, here it is, where he turns back to look at us and then walks away. And the chorus is singing Estas interius, which means burning inside the rage. And they're saying ira vehemency, which means with violent anger, burning inside with violent anger. Wow, okay, wow, that's the end of the demo. Really interesting stuff. Oh. I have to say, I kind of missed the way that you went down into that laboratory and the library beneath the Shinra Mansion. I think the originals had that iconic stone staircase. And I don't know if maybe they've chopped up sections and jammed them together for the sake of this demo and we're not seeing big swathes of cutscenes, but that bit to me felt a bit rushed. I quite liked the bit in the town square with Sephiroth there and Cloud kind of seeing him just dice the town members. That was kind of cool. That was definitely not as gratuitous, maybe not gratuitous, but it wasn't as visceral and as visible in the original game. So we can definitely see like the madness and the rage and him killing innocent people. I mean, these people had nothing to do with that project, but it's showing us so much more viscerally the cruelty and the coldness of Sephiroth. Let's have a look at this one last sneak peek that they've got here.
I'm back now, Aerith. I'm back.
Therefore, we ask that you retrieve it. The Black Materia, key to our oblivion.
You should get yourself a reading!
Well, Red, how do we look?
Huh?
It's gotta be hiding some ginormous materia! Woohoo!
Don't misunderstand. You'll need a way home. So when you're ready, I'll be here.
You said that Sephiroth is your foe. I have a history with him.
With all this goddamn blood on my hands, how could I ever hold my daughter again?
Those we hate, those we love, those we fear. Jenova would become anyone to fool her prey.
Don't do this!
But I'm no fool.
Here. Take it. This isn't about me, though. It's about saving the world. And you.
The reunion. When spite and sorrow are harvested to feed the planet.
Alright guys, well thank you for joining me through that lovely, lovely demo. I think it's a strong start. For the most part, I think it's pretty wonderful, and I think if that trailer that they just showed is anything, we are on track for a unforgettable game. So I will leave it there, and let's make these next 3 weeks come as quickly as we possibly can. Until next time, this is Nick from Essence of Game, signing off.